Welcome back to the Chicago Auto Pros YouTube channel. Today, we're testing and reviewing windshield protection films. Attempt number one. So, if you've watched our previous videos, you know that I have a Tesla, and several months ago, unfortunately, I didn't have any windshield protection film on my car, and a rock hit it, and it cracked it, and I was so disappointed I almost cried, but I got it replaced, and several months ago, we put STEK DynoFlex film on my windshield, and I wanna review it, how it's been on there for 3 or 4 months now. I wanna give you my honest opinion on what I think of the film, and then we're gonna test another film. We're gonna put a competitor's film on the car and leave that on there for several months, and I will give you my opinion between them both. Let's talk about the STEK DynoFlex first.
Yes.
From an installer's point of view, very easy to work with.
Oh, beautiful. It's so easy to install.
From a consumer's point of view, it looks like it's not even there. So you can't see the edges. Like, we put it right to the edge of this car, and I can't even tell it's there.
Yeah.
There is one con that I see right now is that when I'm driving, there is a tiny bit of distortion that may bother some people. It doesn't bother me. But I think that's pretty normal with any films, right? That have adhesive.
Yeah, any film that has adhesive will give you some distortion when it's put on the windshield.
So what our test is, I'm gonna share with you my thoughts on this, and when we put the next film on, I wanna look at the edges, I wanna see how easy it is to install, I wanna see the durability of it, and then I wanna see the clarity of it for several months, and then how it holds up. This film has held up very well, and you can see that I've gotten several rock chips on the outside of it. You can see it like prickled all over the place, and I'm happy that you can see the little chips out of the film. We'll take it off and we'll see if there's any damage on the actual windshield. It doesn't look like any of these will leave any damage. As for the durability, so it's been winter for the last 3-4 months here, and a lot of salt, a lot of grime and stuff on the roadways that gets onto the windshield, so I've been using the wipers a lot. And in the sun, in the bright sun, you can kind of see some of the windshield wiper scratches.
Yeah.
So you can see some of those when you're driving. I can see some of the scratches. It's been 4 months now. I've used the wipers a lot. It doesn't bother me again, but I can see it bothering some people. And maybe after a year, maybe after 2 years, there may be enough scratches and sore marks on there that it might be, you want to take that off and replace it,
might be time to replace it.
So we're gonna rip this off, and we're gonna put the other film on, and we'll share our thoughts. Mine's coming off
in pieces?
Yeah.
This one's coming off real good.
I'm not as strong as you. Okay, so here was one of the chips. And there's just a little bit of adhesive there, but no damage to the windshield.
Nice. So from an installer's perspective, the fact that we can just remove the film and it doesn't leave any glue behind, it's amazing.
That's huge, because if there was glue, that's the pain in the part.
Yeah, and it just adds way more time, and then you gotta start adding razor blades and chemicals to try to remove all that glue, and it just turns into a giant mess.
All right, so the new film that we're gonna put on is called Ultrafit. We've been testing out not only their windshield film, but their window tint, PPF. They have black PPF, they have carbon PPF, and a lot of cool colors. This is something that we're looking to carry on Car Supply's warehouse, and we've been really impressed with all of their films so far. Let's see how their windshield film is. So the first thing that I notice different from STEK is that this is thicker. Thicker usually means a little better protection, but in the world of windshield films, we've used another brand before too. Thicker meant it was harder to work with.
Yeah, it's harder
to shrink, harder to work with, and harder to cut. And you see, the problem I had with the last windshield film that we used is that you could see the edges. And it looked like a broken window. Like you could actually see the edge of the film, and it did not look good. All I like that STEK is basically invisible.
One of the biggest differences with this film is that we have to shrink it with the liner and the cap sheet.
Okay.
Opposed to a different product like STEK, where you could just peel the sheet, put it on, and start squeezing. You could just put it on like that.
There's no shrinking.
There's no shrinking.
STEK?
No.
That's crazy. So this film actually has an outside liner and then a inside liner.
Yes.
So 2 liners on protecting what's on the inside. Okay. So we have to shrink it to form it to the windshield now.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot of heat needed. And it doesn't feel like that's not right. That ain't gonna make it down there.
Maybe it doesn't have to be shrunk all the way down. Just has to get the shape of the windshield.
I don't know.
Step 1. Before Ultrafit Windcrest is applied, remove the windshield blades and trims for an unobstructed canvas. Step 2. Clean the windshield. Do a precise trim around the glass. Step 8. Lift a portion of the Windcrest film and spray the soap and water solution underneath the sheet. Remove the liner sheet and place the Windcrest film
Didn't
onto
he
the
pull it
glass
from
again.
underneath?
He pulled it off top. They're calling the liner sheet the one on top. Attempt number 1. All right, so there's a cap sheet on here and then there's a liner sheet. Cap sheet's gonna be face up, liner sheet's gonna be towards the windshield.
Yes.
Okay,
And we have to shrink all 3 of them at the same time.
okay. Let's give it a shot. All right, so the windshield is clean and then we gotta spray it down with soap and water.
Yes.
Let's do that, and then we'll bring the film over. So what I haven't told you guys is that this is not the first time we have worked with this film. We actually did some testing off camera in the previous days and didn't have any luck with the installation. So we contacted the manufacturer, they gave us some tips and tricks, and they also gave us some other videos to watch for the installation. So the first time you saw us, we did a dry installation. And the second time, which they recommend, is we're gonna do a wet installation. But we ended up getting closer by doing the dry install versus the wet install.
I'm having fun.
Okay. Now, shrink this baby up, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it requires concentrated heat, and it's not like window tint where you can go through it really fast. We have to try to shrink it all at once together.
Yeah, there's a big,
Oh yeah.
some big fingers. Okay. Did I just give you a bunch of fingers?
I'm like passing them back and forth.
So
Done?
I'm done over here. Will you get a close-up of this? I'm actually gonna put this together for him and send it to him. Like, are we doing anything wrong, or is it? Yeah, see here, it's like, I'm trying to split it up too.
It's hard. It's tricky. I'm not sure. It's like, unlike any other type of film I've tried shrinking, it's difficult.
It's like, yeah, it's not.
It's really thick, you know? It's thicker than a Snicker, for sure. It's almost as thick as a bowl of oatmeal.
This is way too much work.
Yeah. It's too much work and too much heat. Like, I'm worried about the heat on the windshield.
Right?
Yeah.
We're throwing a lot of heat down. It's, like normally you want to split the fingers up, but you can't even do that because it's so hot to try to split the fingers up and spread them out. I don't know. I don't like it.
That's what I meant. The first time I tried shrinking it, when I told you, I was like, dude, I can't shrink this.
Well,
Yeah. What do we do?
what do we do?
Yeah.
I don't know, put STEK back on.
So this is...
Oh, this is how it goes, man. This is real world, you know?
Yeah.
We gotta
so
just go with it.
we gotta see.
You know, this is the part where, okay, we've tested their window tint film, we've tested their paint protection film, we tested their, they have the dyno, or not the dyno, but the black PPF.
Yeah.
Black PPF was awesome.
Amazing.
Window tint is good.
The carbon.
Carbon
awesome.
was good. PPF is good.
Yeah.
This is the second time testing this. I'm not liking it. We gotta, I'm not gonna endorse this film because it's hard to work with. So I think there's a better windshield product out there, and this is too much work and it's not working. Like
Yeah. The thing about what we do here is I have fun when I'm working. Like I do PPF and I have fun. I window tint and I have fun. I do STEK windshields, I have fun. Right now I'm not having fun.
Yeah, this kind of sucks.
I don't want to do this.
Yeah. All right. Cool. That's it then.
Okay, cool.
Can we put STEK back on now?
Yeah, we'll put STEK back on.
All
After
right.
lunch though, because I'm hungry.
So instead of just going ahead and trashing this video, I figured we'd try to keep it and salvage it. And so we're gonna turn it into a video to show you how easy it is to install the STEK window shield film.
You got it?
Yeah. Oh, I just washed my car.
Cool.
So this is more like a PPF install than it is a window tint install.
Yeah. It's right up my alley. So, my guy Steve over at Colorado Detail, he showed us how to properly do it. So instead of doing it 50-50 down the middle, you should do one up higher, and you try to get the whole top flat.
Okay.
Wait, before that we do up and down.
Up and down.
Yes, sir. We'll do one more. And then when we go across, you want to pull on the film a little bit
Okay.
to kind of try and stretch these little fingers out.
Okay.
Not crazy, just a little bit.
Okay. Super easy. Okay. Now where do we go?
And now you can go diagonal into the corner.
Diagonal into this corner.
Yeah, to try to reduce.
What about this big fat guy right here?
So we're gonna try to split that guy up in the bottom and the side.
Okay.
But when you pull towards the corner, it should minimize that finger.
Okay.
Yeah, that looks good.
So if I got fingers popping up on the side here, just keep pressing it down, or
Yeah, we
do I
can
want
keep
to use
pressing
heat?
If we use a little bit of heat, it helps push all those down.
Okay. Can I scratch this film with this hard card, or should I just?
Well, with a regular hard card, yes, but we put Teflon on these,
Okay.
which allows it to glide on this film a lot easier, and it
Okay.
won't scratch. You also want to use half the heat you're using now, or actually like a third.
Okay. So not as hot.
No.
We're just drying out the
Yeah,
soap, right?
just helps it adhere a little bit better. You'll notice you don't need a lot of heat. Just needs a little bit.
Should I cut this if I have too much film on the side? I feel like I have too much film.
Is it hanging over the pillar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's tucked in there a little bit.
Oh yeah, we got it. Staying down?
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah.
Are you cutting on the glass when you're trimming this, or are you just
No.
cutting right on that edge?
I cut a rough cut around the edge. A rough cut around the edge. And then we have to let it dry.
Do you like let that blade hang on the edge a little bit?
Yeah, that's what I like to do. But you can cut right in between as well. Leave a little gap.
I'm not very good at cutting.
It's tricky when it's wet. If it was dry, it'd be so much easier.
Is this thicker than PPF?
No. It's right around the same.
Why can't you use just PPF on the window?
The clarity.
Yeah.
So yeah, their adhesives are completely different.
Oh.
So regular PPF, if you were to put it on your windshield, it would just it would look super foggy. You wouldn't be able to see through it.
I'm gonna cut the bottom.
Yeah, we can. If you can see it well, yeah. And then that one you actually cut on the glass.
On the glass.
Yeah, so like right, even a small area. What the hell is this so loud for?
What is that? The camera?
The camera. It's just so loud. Need some WD-40 for that.
But do you want to wait till this dries?
Yeah, I
or-
like waiting for it to dry.
So you just let this sit here for what? How long?
10 minutes?
10 minutes?
Yeah.
And then you can cut all the edges.
Yeah, then I can safely cut all the edges.
Okay. So I guess we'll wait 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Looks pretty clean to me.
What'd you think of that install?
That's much easier.
Yeah, right?
That is way easier to install.
Yeah. How many of these have you done?
None, that was my first one.
That was pretty easy.
Yeah, very easy.
Yeah, now we just chill and wait. Wait for it to dry. What we could do is heat up the edges more to speed up the process. Nice.
You know what? I'm gonna let you finish this up, and I'm gonna go do some other shit.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right. Well, see you later.
Bye. Okay, bye.